Damn. All right. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. Assalamu alaikum, wa alaikum salam, wherever you are. Today is 28th of November, end of the month, end of the week, and gold just like stuck there. There's just like nothing on the chart right now. I just like just saw it now. So I think so. There is some issue going behind the scene. We have some technical issue with the CME data. Yeah, you are right, actually, Mr. Atif. There's something wrong going on. So what should we do? I have just like started a stream. I was not expecting gold just like stuck there. So what do we do then? We will we will look at we will look at pound yen. So yeah, that makes sense. But still, let me just see what's just like going on the gold. So gold just like continuously pushing nowhere. It's really really dangerous to trade to gold. So I will recommend everyone to stay away from gold now. Just stay away, just stay away, and just stay away. There is nothing on the gold. Look at the spreads, look at the wicks, look at the volatility. So it's an error, it's a malfunction, which just like due to what gold just like behaving. There is no buyers, there are just like no sellers. Everyone just like on a weekend. So don't even look at the gold, I think. So that makes sense. Yeah, sometimes it's a issue can become anytime. It's a technical issue. So what we could do is just like not under in anyone control. So what we can do, we can just like avoid it. That's all we can do. Look at this one. It's just like suddenly just like become normalized and suddenly just like increase the spreads here, man. So wow, look at this one again, just like increase the spread. So what you guys like having opinion about it? Should we avoid gold today? What do you think? I think so. I should avoid gold today. I should avoid trading today. I should avoid live stream today and should have to go towards my neighbors and should have to be kick on their ass. The whole day they were just like a silent and now they're just like again digging something. Maybe with the opening of NY will be better. Otherwise, yes, avoid. I don't think so. Anything just like going to be better. I think so. With the opening of NY, it will become more volatile. So nothing, no one just like knew that they're having digging the stream. Yeah, exactly. So yes, so seated is stuck on my seated. Everything just like stuck right now. I think avoid ही करना चाहिए आज. Yeah, I'm just like also thinking the same. Let's do simulation. Okay, let's see what's expectation bias. Let's do simulation. Okay, I just do not have a software for the simulation to be honest. I have been with me. It's been with me, but don't know where it is right now. Okay, today technical error is to eat my last 3 days. Oh man, due to technical error, why you just like try to force yourself for the execution? You just like lose your 3 day profit. Should have to be close the chart. I also planning the same that not gonna take any trade. The way it just like behaving, I will try to avoid the goal actually. We should just enjoy life. Yeah, this is something you should do. Let's do okay. Oh man, everyone just like wanted to do a simulation. It was moving now. It's stuck. Yeah, it's stuck. It's just like not moving anywhere. There's no liquidity. There's just like no buyers, no sellers. So nothing just like happening there. Look at this one. Certainly just like increase the spread like 20 pips to 30 pips, 50 pips. So leave it. Let's just like jump towards like pound yen. What about pound yen also having like a very very beautiful and a very very bad price action as well. Let me see on a higher time frame actually. Okay, so daily just like continuously pushing to the downside. Previous daily candle just like had a resistance here, and this is the clean traffic we are having. Next thing we are having like this clean traffic on the left hand side or downside, and on the other side for buys is just like far away from this area. It's been like 100 pips away from this area. So the way just like pushing to downside, if you're just like looking at H4 just like break and close below this consolidation area, next candle create a wick and pushing to the downside. And from H4 to H1, H1 is just like still did not break the low of the previous candle. If a candle just like going to break below this level, there's a probability we just like gonna fill this wick on the left hand side. It's like a 60 pip range. And let me see from H1 to M30. M30, yeah, look at this one. M30 just like created a support here. Look at this one, man. M30 just like created a support here. Yes, this M30 is having a support here. This one. This makes sense. Okay. So if this current candle creator we can break this low, you are having like a clean traffic around about like 35 40 pips. So can we grab 15 20 pips out of it? Here is the support we are having on the 30-minute time frame. If I just like look at 15-minute time frame, on a 15-minute also it's like a clean traffic to the downside. So if this current candle just like going to be create above the high like a wick, or if it's just like going to break below this low, there is a probability we could continuously pushing to the downside. So pound yen could be a better option right now. I think so. Pound yen also having like a higher spread right now. So 1.6 pip. Yeah, it's just like bearable actually. Aaj chutti kare. Yes. You are not looking for any trades today, right? What do you think, Andrej? Probably should we force ourselves for the execution on a goal? What do you think? Just give me a random or a common question answer actually. No, no, definitely. So what is this? Alina C just like send me something. Might be something about the error. Gold trading, another instrument temporarily disabled due to an issue with the major exchange impacted global liquidity, global and another instrument temporarily. Okay, yes, we knew that. It's just like happening there. So let's see if I can grab something here. 20 pip stop loss, 20 pip profit, something like that. But I think so. Even on a pound yen spread is just like a bit higher. Yeah. Skip the day. Spreads are crazy today because of a technical issue. Yes, you are right. Everyone here actually right now. So we will go through like question answer something like that. That will make sense. If anyone having any issues with their trading journey, if they just like wanted to ask any question, they just can send me a chart. Just send me the chart, and then we will just like gonna dictate on it. I am planning to join MFU since December has low volatility and many holidays. Is it still a good month to start the course, or should I wait for January? You know what? December is the best time to get proper grip on your structure. You know why? It might be having volatility, it might be having, so don't try to trade like on a live account. Just take some breathe and just like come on a simulator. Just practice on simulator, learn your strategy by watching the like educational content in MFU. So December will be the best month for learning, I would say. So focus on learning. On December, try to avoid, if you just like not comfortable with the December, try to avoid trading. Then just like totally focus on the learning. Then come with the January with the proper data, with the proper structure, with the proper content you will have with you. So you will knew that when you are entering into January, what you should do with your trading. So that makes sense. Does this make sense actually? Okay, sir, kindly guide about Dominion funding account in detail. What you should need to be asked, just like ask the question. Love from Bangladesh. Thank you so much. Really appreciate it. What is wrong on the Dominion funding spread, bro? It is 18 pip spread. Even it's a real one, not from Dominion funding. All other platform having more higher than spreads than Dominion funding. I would say someone just like telling they are just like having more than 70 pip spreads. So this is due to a technical issue just like going on even on a real account. Look at this one. On a real account even it's showing like 16 to 17 pip spread. See, 18 pip spread actually. Look at this one. 18.3. 18.3 pips. So just like avoid gold. Don't take that any kind of trade. Not bad buys on GU, I think 30 minute. Okay, send me the chart. So we'll see. 32 pip spread at funding. Wow, look at this one. 32 pip spread on at funding pips. So yeah, everyone just like facing these issues. Just like not only connected with Dominion funding or Dominion market. It's everywhere actually right now. 19 point. Wow, 19.3 at FTMO. 20 pip spread. Wow. Okay. What pair is this? It's pound yen. YouTube, we can't send charts, right? So, you know what? For YouTube today, you guys can send me chart on my Instagram. Okay, let me just like open my Instagram. I have just like logging in. All right. So you just like need to send me chart on my Instagram. If no one knows about my Instagram ID, this is my Instagram ID. I'm just like going to be click on messages, and I will just like going to be take your charts from this from the messages. So from for YouTube for today, you guys can send me chart on a Instagram, and then I will dictate it on a live actually. So that is the opportunity you guys can have. So let's see. Buy your current on gold, buy sell idea, nothing. Stay away from gold. How do they pay out in Dominion funding? Can I still trade after getting paid by Dominion funding? Wow, why not? If you just like get paid, you can again will be reset and will start your account again. I am sending on Insta. Yeah, sure, sure. Everyone just like allowed to send me chart on my Insta, so I will dictate it here. Okay, so 320 spreads on FTMO. Ooh, 32 spread. Let me just see this one. Wow, look at this one. This is FTMO, the top firm of the. Wow, look at this one. Look at the spreads. 49, 82. Wow, 32. Oh man, bid ask price. Yeah, it's just like happening everywhere actually. So I just like got first question from my Instagram. Let me see how can I share here. So what is this? Okay, I think so. I just like need to open it here. Mm, okay, bring it here. I hope so. It's just not going to be impact your personal thing. So it's a simple Instagram ID. So you just like took a sell. What pair it is? I think so. Freyargo is just like from YouTube. Okay, so what's your question actually? Let me just see. I think so. Minus 35 pips time frame 1 hour Eastern 6 to 10 UK time 11. Okay, session pre and wire position sell. What pair it is? 4 hour was bearish, last 30-minute close bearish, 1 hour made resistance, then the next 1 hour made a wick and touched the low of the previous 1 hour. I think overall setup was good. But those were not in my favor on 1 hour, should have waited for better confirmation on 50 minutes. So the question is like any comments on setup, what else should let me just like look at this one now. So this is like a H4 H1 setup. Okay, so this is like H1 setup. Candle just like created a resistance. Next candle, did this candle just like break the low in the first 1 to 2 minute? Is it that happened there? And how about 30 minute and 50 minute? How those time were just like looking for? Look like actually might be just like creating a support somewhere here, and there should be some kind of a candle should have to be like give you some kind of structure on the lower time frame. Is it something that happened there? Rather than that, I would say if you just like had a bias to take a sell, so this makes sense. Next candle could have to be create a week and break the low, and you are having like clean traffic on the left hand side, so that makes sense. But I would say if you just like going towards like 30 minute or 50 minute, might be, you know what, let me just like show you. Let me just show you. So before that, market was just like continuously pushing upside, and this one H1 candle just like close in a bearish form. But this candle did not break and close below the previous candle low. So is there any counter trade setup just like appear on the 15 minute, 30 minute? You should have to be look at that one. If there's like a proper counter trade setup, then this makes sense. Rather than that, if it's just like continuously pushing upside, it will become like just like a retracement. Might be 15 minutes just like going to close in a bullish form, and then it's just like continuously pushing upside. So lower time frame will give you the more confirmation what could be happen on the high time frame. So I think so for Agul, you just like got your answer. So let me just see this one. The next chart just like missed from Mr. Anesh. Wow, YouTube just like waiting for these charts. Wow, this man just like took a sell and take the opportunity of the error actually. Wow. So can you just like close below the support? Very beautiful. You know what? If it's like a normal market going on, it's such a beautiful execution. What a beautiful weak filler setup was there. So very nicely done, I would say. If it's just like a normal market, I think so. It just like happened due to the error, just like happened, just like going on right now. Might be just like went down in few seconds, but it could be go against you in few seconds. So do not try to play with the errors, I would say. But if it's like a normal market, then this is a beautiful execution. Stop loss could be somewhere here. Weak field structure totally makes sense. Very nice. So the next one is Mr. Jat Saab aa gaya. Jat aa gaya. I make money and then loss all help me sir. What? So what is this? Uh, Negative $2,000, 2%. Okay, then plus. All right. What happened here? You losing like more than you making profit there actually. You know what? Just like get proper grip on your risk management. You are having some issue with your risk management. You are not managing the risk when market is like going against you and taking complete losses there, but you're closing your trade early actually. You are just like closing your trade early. That's where you are just like standing in drawdown. So don't do that one. All right. Yes, crazy owner. Okay, 1 minute. The spread is moving it very well. Yeah. Can you please check USD JPY instead of GBP JPY? Send me the chart, Wes. Give me signal. Okay, Chris. Wait, I will just like gonna give you Chris. Give you a signal. I think so. You just like want you to buy some gift for some family member. Am I right? That's why you just like needed a signal. All right. So Mr. Insha Khan just like send me the chart. So let me just like look at this one. Okay, can I just like create a resistance, create a support? Oh, you just like took SLR here. Okay, that makes sense. Break above the high, executed buy, 35 pips, 80% close, impulse entry, and I would say such a beautiful execution it was. Like break above the previous candle high, impulse entry, stop loss was here, secure 80%, and I think so. You just like bring your stop loss at break even. So such a beautiful structure as a impulse entry counter trade setup, I would say. Because this candle, I think so. I just like took this trade during the live stream. I remember this one. I took this trade during the live stream. Yes, I also took this trade. Security pips, then leave the rest. Like it just like went in our favor. Like I remember 50 pips. It just like went in our favor. Then it just like come back and hit my break even. But I just like already secure my position here. Already 80% or 75%. I remember that. So it was such a beautiful structure, and you will find out a proper stream on this execution. I think so. The previous one. So the next one is Mr. Wow, everyone just like start sending me. They are waiting for me actually. So it's really good. Like they are loving this thing. So wow, it also makes sense. You know what? Look at this one. Can you just like create a support? Then it just like broke the resistance. Then it just like broke the support. And below this area from here to here, it's a clean traffic. So it's such a beautiful execution, but depending on the volume, you are standing right on the rejection on the left hand side. And I remember that market just like did not just like stop here. It was just like continuously pushing downside. If I'm right, it just like filled the complete range at that time, because market was just like moving very slowly to the upside, was not showing volume, but it just like drop in few minutes and continuously pushing downside. But there are a proper structure, I would say, because this previous candle just like do not have a bottom wick. If it's just like do not have a bottom wick, then the next candle should have to create a wick and break above the high. That makes sense. It should be react like that. There's no business of this current candle to come back and break the low of the candle which just do not have a bottom wick. If it's just, because a candle, a bullish candle which do not have a bottom wick means there's just like only buyers available. If the next candle create a wick and break the low of the candle which just do not have a bottom wick, it's mean there's a, now the seller just like become more heavier on the buyers. So it totally makes sense for a counter trade setup as well. So nice execution. I would say you just like very sharp person to execute on this kind of structure. Very beautiful, very nice. So Mr. Awais Ahmed Awan, just like I am here, let me just see his chart. So he just like sent me the chart, nothing on it. What is this, man? Okay, I wanted to go with Dominion funding after blowing live accounts. Any suggestion? If you can sustain with your live account, how you can? I would say go with like a Dominion fund or like any funding account. Actually, you know what? This is, there is a procedure, there is like a proper procedure, I would say, you should have to be go through. If you are a beginner, should have to be deposit some money into your real account, and try to, like, suppose you just deposit $1,000 and try to make like $500 on it, like in 2 months, 3 months. And once you just like made 30%, 40, 50% on your real account, that's mean you just like prove yourself you're a good trader. Then withdraw that profit and then go for any Dominion, any funding account or Dominion funding account, whatever just like suits you. So that makes sense actually. But if you just cannot sustain a real account, then there's a higher probability you can easily lose the funded account. I can't manage the live account as the amount. Wow, that, yeah, this is something new. This is something new. It's a psychological issue. I can understand this thing now. It's a psychological issue. So some people actually, you know what, they cannot bear the loss on real account. So in that situation, if you are having that kind of psychological issue because you cannot bear the loss on your real account, so that makes sense, you can go with a funded account actually. Yeah, that makes sense. Some people cannot afford like losing a real capital. But the first, the number one process, the number one process is just like going with a live account actually. And the person who just like digging in my neighbor, I would like to shoot him in the head actually. He just like totally distracting me. I'm just like saying something and suddenly I just a sound just enter into my mind like drrrr, and I just forget what I'm just like saying right now. Man, he must be digging some gold. So yeah, Mr. Hasnan Khan, you can go with a funding account. That makes sense actually. So but I would say just stick with the rules. Do not don't try to oversmart with funding account, because the reality of funding account, if you just like lose 5% one day, you just like gonna lose the account. If you just like lose 10 8% overall, you just like gonna lose the complete account. So I will recommend you do not take more than 1% risk on your Dominion funding. Just use lower lot size, just like get proper grip on your education structures, and then give your trade a chance. So the next one is Mr. Anish. So this is my 1,000 funded account. I will go same like this, or any suggestion really. Let me just see this one. Okay, great, good. What happened here, bro? 0.15, 61 loss. You, I think so. You just like did not manage the risk, but overall, it's like a good result, I would say. Yeah, it's a nice result. Just like keep going on. What's your end result? Just like show me your end result. It's a balance equity. What is this? You just like make $140 on it. What is this, Mr.? So let me just see the chat of YouTube. No idea why I'm not having option to send my. I think so. You are. You must be in request. So I would just like look at that one too. Look at gold, bro. Okay. What happened on gold? What happened with gold? Why? What is happening on gold? Why I just like need to look at this one? Did you see something on the gold? Is it left you alone here and gone somewhere? It's standing and just like stuck there. There's just like nothing on the gold. Sir, I'm stuck between SMC and price action, man. Just leave one of them. Just like use common sense. What makes sense and what doesn't make sense. Just use. I would say if you just like are confused about anything in your life, just take 2 pages. On a one page, you just like need to write down what you just like actually wanted from your life, and on the second page you should be write down there how my life should be. Then just like read the both paragraph, like by what should I say, my word just like gone now. So just like read both paragraph, and then you will understand from where you just like need to start. So just like use a common sense, I would say, and then stick with only one strategy like price action or whatever SMC. I just don't believe SMC. I just like love price action because it's been like more than 4.5 years. I'm just like continuously trading with the price action actually. Okay, man. Just like get back to Instagram. So next one, Mr. Insha Khan again. Mr. Insha Khan, is that you again? SL here, buy hairs. Yeah, good trade, I would say. Great trade. Have look, it's NY opening and there might be volume as well. I mentioned please chart USD JPY GPY, there's volume and less spread. So why you just like need to look at this one? No need to do that. First one 20 pips secure, second 35 pips. Okay, this totally makes sense. What a beautiful execution. Candle close above the previous candle high with the long rejection bottom wick. Went up, beautiful. Again, just like created a support, break above the high, clean traffic on the left hand side. That makes sense. Beautiful. I think so. Your bias were bullish. Your bias were bullish. That's why you just like continuously taking the buy. Even the candle just like pushing to the downside. But totally makes sense. Really nice. Really nice. So I hope you remember me. Thanks for mentoring us throughout the year. I am now consistent profitable for 3+ months and profit increase every month. Now patience and consistency finally paying. Wow, beautiful. Records, I remembered you, bro. What a beautiful result. Look at this one, man. Wow, very nice. What happened here? 1.86k. Okay, four trades, three, four, nine trades, man. What happened here? Nine trades. You were forcing yourself. Okay, eight trades. Ooh. You know what? If you just like add one thing in your trading journal, just stick with maximum 2 to 3 days, not more than that. Your these results will become double. I would say it will be double. Now, if you just like continuously making money after getting mentoring from us from 3 months, now just like add one more thing into it. Just like stick with 2 to 3 days only. So then you will surprise with your result again. You will be start standing at one step ahead again. So USD JPY AWS, just like send me the chart. What you just like want? Oh, so you just want me to open a chart of USD JPY? Let's see. I wanted to go with okay. I can't manage it. Okay, inshallah, I will buy 140 today. 20 pips. Okay. So I think so. Let me just see this request. Someone just like send me the request. Uh, why did not my SL? Let me just see. I think so. I just like need to accept your request here to see your chart. Okay, journal. Why did my SL hit on the buy? It broke the resistance but still reverse. Was it a breakout or did I went wrong? Let me just look at this one. So this candle, yeah, it's just like a fake out. I remember this structure actually. Market just like continuously was doing consolidation here. If you are talking about this one, then this was become like a fake out. Market just like having a no bottom wick. So probability it should be continuously pushing upside. Left side was clean traffic on the left hand side. That makes sense, but it's just like went down. So it become like a fake out. In this situation, you can only manage the risk only. And I think so. You just like took a buy, and this trade I also remember. You know what? Once I just like execute on any trade, I just like it just like kept print in my mind. So this is a trade I remember. We just like took with Raja Bro Live. Is it the same trade? If I remember, this is the same trade I took, and Raja Bro also took the same trade, and we just like close everything because in this somewhere here we were having 15-minute resistance area. It's a 30-minute chart, but I can assure there was just like a resistance area here on a 15-minute time frame. And yeah, I remember that one because we stick with 1 to 2 trades, so it's easy to remember our trades which is like where we just like took profit or where we just like took loss there. So yeah, makes sense. So let me see. Someone just like only saying me hi. So hi from me too, Mr. Abdi and Wakar Ahmed. Hi Kasbhai. Hi too. What is this? Okay, 10k funded pips account. So profit just like $16. You just like started it, standing at break even. Okay. Alpha Girl just like send me the photo here. Okay. Wow. What a beautiful execution. Very nice. I think so. You secure some position here. So first thing, let me just like read it down. First half of the 30-minute candle closed. Have minor resistance indicating counter trade impulse entry. Set up with, yeah, it's the same trade. I think so. We just like took with Raja bro. Yeah, it's a 50-minute time frame right now. 30-minute. I just like dictated before. It's this is I was just like talking about we are having like a resistance on a 50-minute time frame. Yeah, it was taken with the Raja bro, but we just like took here as the 30-minute just like created a wick. We execute as a dynamic risk. Added one position here as it just like broke above this high. We added second position here, and then I just like close my 85% position here, and then I just like close my 85 like a 100% position somewhere here. So very beautiful trade, I would say. Very nice, very nice. Even on a smaller time frame, 15 minute also makes sense. Very beautiful, clean traffic on the left hand side, tradable range structure was there. Very nicely done, very nice. Okay, so I took this yesterday and I open close it early. Okay, let me just see this one. Impulse entry, impulse entry. But you guys should have to be understand. It's just like worked out for you. But market just like doing consolidation. But it's just like happened first time. But it makes sense actually. So just like grab some chunks, having clean traffic. But before that, we knew that market was just like doing consolidation. So don't try to take a forcefully trade, I would say. But yeah, makes sense. Okay, Mr. Abdi. My bias was bearish. I took minus 30 pips loss. Time frame 30-minute. Okay, so this candle just like broke the low of the previous candle. If you just like really wanted to execute for the sell, or you just like already had a plan for the dynamic risk, so that makes sense. People just like no stopping here. The last one of the of year from 2026. What should be the approach a trader is serious about trading and want to shift full-time trader? Any roadmap you are suggesting? Just like start getting proper grip on your risk management. Don't compromise with the risk management. Risk management is the only source. Even you are having like a 50% to 55% profitability ratio, it will close your month or your week will be in profits actually. So just like work on this December should be a perfect time for learning, I would say. Just like learn your concept, practice your concepts, and then just like jump into the market. Executed before 20 minutes of London opening. So wow, so just like executed here. Even this candle just like do not have a upper wick. I think so. And this candle also do not have a bottom wick. Both candles just like do not, it could be a risky one, but if you just like had a plan as a dynamic risk, you believe that volume will continuously pushing upside, because in this situation you just like only need to believe on volume, because candle just like did not create an upper wick, previous candle do not have a bottom wick, so only volume will help you out. So execute it and sell 49. Very nice. Yeah, if you just like send me the chart, I can even understand the psychology you were facing there. Was super risky, but at the same time structure was good and show volume. Yeah, that makes sense. I think so. YouTube just like done with it. It's done with the YouTube. It's enough for today. Everyone just like continuously sending me the charts. Wow. They just like really wanted to learn something. And it's like really good. Some people just like interested in learning actually. They do not wanted any signal. So if they're asking the question, that's mean they just like really wanted to learn what's just like happening there and what makes sense to take a sell or take a buy. So I really like that one. Such a I really appreciate it. Okay. Okay. Oh man. I didn't want to trade, just come here for the stream. Yeah, I also not taking any trade. We're just like going through question answer and the charts. Okay, daily affirmation. Okay, I'm just focusing 1% my capital. My plan is when I reach 2%, I will try to increase my lot size. It makes sense, right? Yeah, that makes sense, definitely. I have 20 pips spread on my live account. Everyone is like having a higher spread today. It's an issue going on actually. I error just like there is a glitch behind the scenes. Sir, please check your request. I sent you message. Oh man, I just like stop it now. Okay, I have seen that one. Okay. Okay. Hi guys, I'm using M30 time frame and taking 2 or 3 trades per week, but I want to change to M15. My problem is it I got strong confirmation to on M15, still I don't take the trade and wait for 30 M30. You know what? You just like need to use a common sense. If 30 minutes is like printing bigger than in a size, like it's just like start printing in bigger size, like more than 50-60 pips, and then you just like need to flip on a 50-minute time frame to get a stop, get a like a small stop loss there. So that's why you just like need to look at 50 minute if there's just like a lot of volume. And still if you're just like getting scared by using 50-minute time frame, you can lower the lower size. You have to execute on your structure and build your confidence. So then soon things will become like easy for you. Oh man, I just like forget something, I think so. I forgot to send link into my private group. Okay. So I have been trading for 3 years and I have been learned market structure well, but I'm still not consistent profitable. My main issue now is discipline. I wanted to ask if there's anyone on the team who could look at my charts during live trading for a month or two just to give brief comments on any analysis. I feel it would help me stabilize my discipline and confidence. You know what? You are just like join with the community. You just like paid I would say like $138. What you just like expecting, you just like want something to mentor you one-on-one, so you cannot be get that into this price. uh, I hope it will make sense to you to understand this thing, because there's just like more than 100 of people just like here in Market University, so you just like need to learn with everyone. If you just like wanted to learn, like wanted to take one-on-one sessions, and you want someone just like give you suggestion, like you can send chart. If you just like even in the Market University, you can send chart in the channel of trade review channel. Actually the channel of trade review, you can send chart there, so we can look at that one and dictate on it. But if you just like need something like a proper backup, then you can go with any one-on-one session. I have decided that for the next month or two, I'll only trade when you are live. It helps me stay disciplined and rebuild my routine. Once my discipline is solid again, I'll start trading on my own. Yeah, that's a great idea. Because you know what? Once we just like starting a stream, we should have to be look at everything. Each and everything should be on a perfect manner. So live stream mostly having a like a more than consistent and disciplined than a person who just like living alone, like sitting alone actually. So yeah, yeah man. How to join your Zoom meeting? You just like need to go through, let me just like show you. If you are on a YouTube, there's two things. I just like let me tell you guys, there are just like two things you guys can go with. It's like very important for your December as well. Okay. Okay, you are sitting on a YouTube live stream. If you just like scroll it down, you will see these links here right now. So if you just like join Markfield University through this link, you just like going to get 15% off. You will get like a complete educational content data in Hoop actually. Just like need to go through all videos during this December, I would say. Just like understand the basic concept. Just like go to your proper tools with you, and for practice, you should need to go this. Should have to be take this one. This MT5 simulator is just like best for practice your strategy, whatever strategy you are using. And if you just like go through this link and going to be use the code CAS50, you just like going to be get 50% off. It will cost you like just, let me just like open this one. It will cost you like $150 something like that. Let me just see this one. Okay, the price of this MT5 simulator is actually is $300. It's $300. So if you just like going through with my link, you will just like going to be get this one in $150. So what is this $150 to practice or check your back test without losing any money? So I think so it's the best option for the December, I think so. Rather it's just like your choice. And same if you just like go through this link, Margifluti University, just like need to click a join here, and they will just like going to show you the subscription here. Per month $138, $700 for 6 months, and 1350 yearly actually. You can choose any subscription and go through this link, choose any subscription whatever suits you. Use code QAS15, you will just like going to be get 15% off on all the subscription. So yeah, everything just like there in my, if I just like remember my journey, there's just like no these kind of options were available at my time. You guys are lucky you are having like a simulator for back testing your strategy. You are having like a proper education content. You are having university right now. So you guys are lucky, I would say. But in my time, there was just like nothing like that. Yeah. Okay. Terrible trade to trade gold. Yeah. I will trade on Monday. Yeah, definitely. That makes sense. Good luck. How to join news? Okay. I just like already explained that, sir. Can you recommend where to practice price action other than MT5 simulator? Any FX replay? I don't think so. Anything free available in this industry right now. I think so. You can go with the C trader, but it will never let you to change time frames. So you can only stick with 30 minute or 1 hour or H4. You can like go with only single time frame. It's a free. It will be a free version, I think so. But you cannot flip between time frames. So how you will just like going to be check out what's just like going on in a whole time frame, and how you will just like make the combination between them. So you just like need to spend some money on yourself. You just like not going to be pay this money to the, I would say, for the M25 simulator owners. I think so you just like going to be get something for yourself. So just like think like that. I carried the sell today in London session. Instead of selling with 0.05, I sell 0.5 and I close position. Wow, congratulations. It's a good day for you. What lot size should be used for a $7,500 account? 7,500 should not be more than 1% if you are, if you are running a funded challenge. So just like go maximum with 1% risk. Bro, as of now I am using 5k two-step model account and I want to purchase 10k two-step model also. It is possible to use two funded account in same funding pips. I don't know about funding pips, bro. I really don't know anything about funding pips. And just like write down your message only once. Do not try to spam the chat. Okay, bro, why don't you pass a funded account and try to scale your trading? Old MFA student, you know what? Why I just like need to pass the fund? I just like already have 4 5 certificate, having like 5 to 6 times like withdrawn from all the pro from which I just like took accounts. So why just like need to trade it them? I am just like having my own capital now. This you cannot compete a live account with the like any funding account, because if I just like going to be lose 5% on my real account, I will still have 95% with me. If I'm just like going to lose 10% on my real account, I will still have 90% with me. We cannot compete like a real account with a funding account. Funding account and the real account both are having different psychology. So just like understand this concept. So yeah, I'm still having funding account with me, but it's just like laying down there. Okay, every time I used cash 15 to save some dollar. Okay, that's great. That's great. Okay, Ali Akbar, just like send me the chart. Let me just like look at this one. So took a sell here. Wow, beautiful. Can I just like close below the support? Next, can I create a wick, break the low? Very nice execution. Very nice, Ali Akbar. Let me see the second one. So okay, created a resistance. Where you just like executed here actually? Where did you execute it? Did you execute somewhere here? Yeah, I remember this one too. I remember this one too. You executed you must be execute somewhere here, but you should have to be understand this candle just do not have a upper wick. 50% probability. This candle like break and close above the previous candle high. Now the next candle create a wick and break its opening price. This is you can go with the dynamic risk, and you are going to face like clean traffic on the left hand side. So this makes sense. So this candle, if you just like execute it somewhere here and it just like hit your stop loss, so you just like need to understand the candle just like clearly telling you it's having a 50% probability in it, because it's just like do not have a upper wick. Do you remember what is the meaning of a candle which just like do not have upper wick? So yeah, candle is like talking with you if you just like try to understand its language. Okay, my first question was just a general one. I was asking if any of guys from MFU who are now profitable would be willing to help by looking at my charts for a. You just like can continue bars. You can continuously send charts in London session. In like you can send charts with NY session, and you can discuss with anyone. You are having the same mind community there. That's why you are having a university. You will have your friends there. You will have your colleagues like same as you there, so you can discuss with them as well. And if you just like need any kind of dictation on your chart while you just like took a profit, while you just like took any loss, you can send that chart into trade review session, trade review channel actually. What percentage you made this month, cash? I think so like on this account 10% almost. Overall this account standing with like 50% in profit in 2 months. So other account also like standing almost with the same condition. Other accounts I think so I just like made one on one of them. I just like made 35%. So yeah, because the previous month was very beautiful. It's just like giving a lot of opportunity. Sometime we can make like 50% in 1 2 months. Sometime we just like only make like 5%, 4%, 10% only. It depends on the structure. That depends on the condition of the market. Now suppose look at right now, there's just like no opportunity. It's a useless day for us. So what we can do, how we can increase our like profit here? It's not possible. So it's all depending on the condition of the market you are facing. So profit I would say is just like not accountable, but you can be still stand in profits by watching the conditions of the market. Sometime you will going to be get like 5%, sometime it could be 50%, sometime it could be 100%. So you cannot account it. But do you think it's wise to trade today as market is unstable and monthly candle is also closing today? What do you think, Mr. मुजम्मिल साहब? क्या लगता है यार? क्या कहता है दिमाग, कॉमन सेंस क्या कहती है, करनी चाहिए ट्रेड? डू यू थिंक does this make sense to force a trade? What do you think? Today only learning live, yeah, that only makes sense. This is like nothing. Look at this one. Spread, stop. There just like no buyers. There's just like no sellers. So as Raja Bro once said, 2026 was just like going to be end. I think so, just like going to be end. It's a sign for just like going to be end 2026. So it's the last month. So take care, everyone. I would say we'll see you guys in next life for just like going to be end. हालात में तो बिल्कुल नहीं. I was surprised how you come online in such condition. You know what? Even if I just like come online, still many people were just like confused what to do with this kind of condition of the market. So if I just like come online, I just like give answers of a lot of questions. They will understand today is just like not a day for trading. So I actually like am here to secure my money and secure other money. That's why I just like using this network, using this social media to like spread my message to everyone. Yeah. Sir, giveaway for this month. We'll see. We'll see. I did not buy anything till right now. This account like having like extra money. It's standing with like already took like $400 profit from this account. Right now it's standing at 1800 to $1900 profit. We'll think about this profit. What I can do with this profit. It's like extra money to me. I will bring it back again $5,000 account. I cannot show bigger capital on a live account actually. There's some kind of issues in my country. Okay. So yeah. Okay, sir, are you millionaire trader or still on the way? Hmm. Millionaire in my country, millionaire in dollars, is still on the way. Then why promoting Dominion? Dominion? Which Dominion I'm promoting right now? Because it's oh, you just like telling me why I'm just like promoting Dominion because you know what? Industry just like change its shape. Like there was a person in YouTube. I was just like telling him, and he just like told me I cannot trade the real account because I cannot like bear the stress of the real capital I'm losing there. So for those people, it totally makes sense to go with any funded account. And if you just like really wanted to go with any funded account, then I would say Dominion Funding is on the top. Why? Because this is the only firm I can see is who just like having a proper like its own broker backup and also showing I would say providing less spreads and a zero latency as well. Even there's a company like FTMO, I would say they're just like on the top, but still they're just like offering 3 pip spread, 4 pip spread in a normal condition of the market today. They're just like I don't know how much spread they're just like offering today, but today just like some kind of glitches like going on. But this is the most important thing for a scalper. The load spread and the zero latency is just like very important for a scalper. So actually industry like changing their shape. People just like do not wanted to put their real money. They just like wanted to give some like wanted to spend small amount and then this they also wanted to like have a 100K or 200K of some firm and wanted to trade with that with their capital actually. So yeah, it's an industry we just like need to adopt it whatever we just like facing there. Yeah. That's actually something I was thinking though. Why don't you trade a bigger account on the live stream? It feels like you are missing out on some really good setup when you are trading. Yeah, man. You know what? It's true. Sometime I just like do miss some good structure while I was just like sitting on the live stream. But it's okay. I knew how to trade. I knew when I just like can get another trade. I can feel some vibe now. It's been like almost 5 years just like going to be end in this industry with me. So it's something different. The thing I can see on the chart, I feel proud on it. So why don't you trade big account on the side? I already doing that. I'm already doing that. Yeah. Yeah, I cannot do that. If you just like talking about during the live, because during the live on another screen, I'm just like running my YouTube, like the screen just like used for those things, and on the left hand side I'm just like using the screens for the MT5 question answer, and there's just like a lot of things just like going to run behind there, so I cannot do that. So it's okay, it doesn't matter. It's okay, it doesn't matter. We are having two sessions there, London session or NY session, so it doesn't affect on me. I used to use like three to four accounts manually actually. I can easily maintain them. Can you little high your voice? Okay, just like need to increase the volume. Sir, when you take trades, I can see the profit loss in percentage on your screen, but this feature does not appear on MetaTrader 5 for me. Where? Where you just like can see my history? You can't see this one. Or I just like didn't understand your question might be. Can you please tell me the difference between gold in CFD and gold on future? I really don't know anything about gold future. You know what? I just did not trade it future, so I really don't know. Believe me, I can't explain you because I do not have any experience with the future actually. Salam bro, walaikum salam. Is there some issue as MT5 is behaving weird? It's not MT5 behaving weird. It's a CME issue. They just like they just like no sellers and buyers, and they are having some kind of malfunction in their on their side actually. So that's why gold just like weird. So don't try to force yourself for any execution. There's just like nothing on the chart for today. So I think so. I'm just like going to be end this stream in 3 minutes. It's been like almost like 1 hour, which is like continuously talking. There's just like nothing. It's Friday, end of the month. Wow, look at this one. End of the month, end of the week, and we are heading towards December. So don't ruin your profit by forcing a trade in this kind of situation. 100%. As I will just like going to close the stream, you guys will also going to be close your charts as well, and just like do some other work. Spend your time with your family, with your friends, whatever suits you. Just do some other thing. Don't sit here. And if you just like already lose any amount today, accept that loss. Because if you just like suppose that you lose 2%, 5%, just accept it. If you just like try to recover that 2% or 5%, might be just like try to recover from 5% to 2% or from 2% to 1%, I can guarantee that 2% will become 10% and that 5% will become 20% loss. And then you will realize why you just like didn't stop there. So just like stop. Just stop. Honestly, sir, I'm amazed you are consistently missing big moves and good setups and you still don't care. Meanwhile, people in front of you are catching 60, 70 pips. If I miss a good move, I regret for a week. You know what? This is something I just like learn in this industry. Patience is a key. The trick in this industry is a patience. I am just not only like earning from trading, so it's just like not my only source. I also having other source as well with me. So those source when it just like hit my bank accounts, I it just like make me relax. I just like no need to worry about my expenses. So I just never force myself for the bigger capital. I can grab many things here. I did grab many things here. I did grab big moves here. But now I don't think so. I just like need to worry about it. I knew what I'm doing. You guys just like need to get an education only actually. That makes sense. Yeah. You know what? When I just like got a message from Raja bro just that he just like want me to do stream for him. I was just like already running my community. Chris just like knew that Chris is and Chris was my actually student, and he just like took one-on-one session from me before joining MFU. I remember that. And if you can ask him, I was just like already running my community. I already was like doing live stream, and yeah. So during that, Raja bro just like called me for his streams. I was just like earning a very handsome amount that time. But you know what? I just like stopped these things there, and it's just like joined Markfield University because I just like need to work on my growth. I always work on my growth. So once I just like looking for my growth, I just like never look at the money. I never look at the money, just like jump into it because there I was just like teaching like 100 people might be, but here I just like teaching like more than 1,000 people. So now there's just like nothing. Today I'm just like running my YouTube channel. Today I'm just like it's been like 2 years. I'm just like going doing live stream in Marketfield University. So it's a journey. I'm just like still continuously going on. I'm just like not gonna stop until I die. So what will happen if you just like watch me here for the next 4 years doing the same thing? Is it impossible to become millionaire or billionaire if you just like doing the right thing with the consistency and with the discipline? What could be the result? So just like ask yourself, you will just like get the answer what I'm doing right now. So don't focus on the money. Focus on your growth. That's like the most important thing in everyone's life if they really wanted to achieve their goals. So when you take trades, I can see the profit and loss percentage on your screen, but its feature does not appear on matter. Yeah, it's a function of magic keys. You just like talking about the pips. You just like watch on the right side corner on the top actually. It's a feature of magic keys. Can you please tell me the difference between gold? Okay, I just like already answer that. I just read the message again. When you show your trade history, I can see the percentage next to each trade, like how much percentage was made on that trade. Yeah, I think so. It's just like showing the percentage or might be showing the pips there. This is something you will see there. All right, so there's just like nothing on the chart, nothing just like going on. Don't like trap into this. And if it's just like showing you just like it's just like become normal, don't get trap into it. It will be become wild again. So just like stay away. Should be done with the day actually. So nothing on gold, nothing on pound yen, no volume anywhere. So yeah, I'm just heading off now. We'll see you guys on Monday. Till that, be safe, be careful. Don't try to force yourself. I just like already explain everything. I just like do not want you to do stream today, but I just like come today for you guys to tell you. You just like need to stay away from the chart. Don't try to force yourself. Do not try to force execution anywhere, anytime. Close the chart. Spend your time with your family, with your friends. I'll see you guys on Monday. Till that, be safe, be careful, take care, and bye bye.